Agatha all along. Wow, what a series. I was not expecting this series to be this good. It is rated Marvel's best TV show series. After Loki, and yes, it does prove that. So let's talk about the finale episode of Agatha all along, and my thoughts on it. So if you haven't subscribed, guys, please subscribe. We break down Marvel movies and TV shows and upcoming news regarding Marvel and Sony. So subscribe. Rio, the embodiment of death, guides Alice W. Gulliver into an afterlife filled with complexity and intrigue. It's here that Billy and Jen uncover the truth. Rio is not only death itself, but also Agatha's former lover. The dynamic between Agatha and death becomes apparent as they reveal that Billy has disrupted the sacred balance of life and death by taking over the body of William Kaplan. Death is intent on correcting this disturbance, but for that to happen, Billy must willingly offer himself to the process. The catch? If he were to be killed, he would simply reincarnate into another body, making it impossible for death to reclaim him. Billy's existence is tied to something deeper. He is a manifestation of Wanda's grief, which translates into love that perseveres through time. This love is so powerful that it continues to resonate, finding expression in whatever form it can grasp. Agatha, recognizing the weight of this connection, agrees to assist Billy in locating Tommy, but she harbors a dark plan. If death is to take Billy, she demands that it never reveal itself to her again, even in death. This pact weighs heavily on her conscience, but her desire to save Billy overshadows her fears. As the trio Agatha, Jen, and Billy make their way back to the beginning of the Witch's Road, they enter the final trial, the Earth Trial. In this challenge, they must cultivate life in a space devoid of light, a windowless morgue that serves as both a literal and metaphorical grave. It's here that Jen uncovers a startling truth. Agatha was the one who assisted the doctors back in the 1920s to bind her powers, casting a spell motivated by greed without fully understanding its ramifications. With newfound resolve, Jen unbinds herself, breaking free from the constraints imposed upon her and reclaiming her autonomy. Meanwhile, Agatha helps Billy tap into his mental abilities to pinpoint Tommy's whereabouts. Visions flicker before Billy's eyes, revealing a troubled boy Tommy being bullied at a lakeside, leading to an accidental drowning. Billy feels the weight of despair in Tommy's life. He is surrounded by neglect and a lack of love, existing in a reality where no one truly cares for him. This painful revelation sinks in, a crack forms in the floor of the morgue. In a moment of desperation, Agatha conjures a dandelion seed, inspired by memories of Nicholas, allowing it to take root and bloom, providing the energy they need to escape the trial. They find themselves thrust into Agatha's backyard where a battle with death looms. With Lilia's guidance to dodge at crucial moments, Agatha struggles against death in a fierce duel. Just when it seems that the odds are stacked against them, Billy returns, donning his comic, accurate Wiccan attire. But despite their combined efforts, they still can't overpower death. In a moment of self-sacrifice, Agatha offers Billy to death, but Billy deftly navigates Agatha's mind, questioning whether this is how she treated Nicholas. This reflection brings about a moment of clarity for Agatha, who ultimately surrenders herself with a kiss, allowing death to claim her, granting Billy the freedom to leave. Billy returns home only to realize that the entire Witch's Road was a construct of his own making. The revelation is akin to the iconic twists found in films like The Usual Suspects and The Sixth Sense, a stunning turn of events that recontextualizes everything that has transpired. All the decorations and elements of the Witch's Road were drawn from the confines of Billy and William's shared bedroom, with reality bending to Billy's inherent magical abilities inherited from the Scarlet Witch. The trees, leaves, and even the centerpieces from William's bar mitzvah were part of this intricate tapestry of creation. This explains Billy's assertion that it resembled something he had always imagined when he first traversed the road in episode 3. The shifting colors along the path resonate with a rainbow, perhaps symbolizing Billy's queerness and identity. Jen's beach house, reminiscent of a poster in Billy's room, alongside Alice's home which echoes Lura Wu, and Fleetwood Mac posters illustrates how deeply personal influences shape the landscape of this journey. Agatha's sleepover, adorned with triangular string lights and board games like Ouija, further establishes the intimacy of Billy's memories. Lilia's castle, reflective of the tarot cards and Wizard of Oz memorabilia from Billy's room, is a testament to the emotional connection woven throughout this narrative. The hex and the ensuing trials were Billy's brainchildren, meticulously constructed with every clue leading back to him as the architect of this odyssey. His guidance throughout, like urging Agatha to finish her wine, reveals how he has always been in control, pushing the others along the way. After revealing the dark history of Agatha's past, the sinister pact she made with death, the penultimate episode builds to an emotional climax. In the ninth episode, Maiden, Mother, Crone, we see Agatha back in 1750, grappling with the pains of childbirth as she struggles to deliver her son. Death arrives to claim the child, but Agatha pleads for more time, a moment that underscores her desperation and the gravity of her choices. The father of the child remains a mystery, leaving viewers questioning Agatha's past and the origins of her powers. The enigmatic circumstances surrounding how Agatha met death, acquired the Darkhold, and the Salem witch trials from 1693 remain tantalizingly unexplained but ripe for exploration. As Agatha brings Nicholas into the world without any spells or incantations, a new coven of witches emerges from the woods, only for Agatha to drain them of their power, highlighting her growing ambition. This deceptive strategy leads her to establish the legend of the Witch's Road, a myth designed to lure witches in, a path that promises their heart's desire, all while Agatha preys on them for their power. Nicholas, however, grows increasingly disillusioned with the dishonesty of their actions and the harm it inflicts on others. His rebellion against Agatha's schemes culminates in a tragic moment when he defies her, resulting in his untimely death, ushered away by death itself. In her grief, a new witch approaches Agatha, inquiring about the Witch's Road, reigniting Agatha's life of deception that stretches through the decades. She continues to manipulate the myth, luring witches into traps to siphon their powers, which eventually leads her to the present day, breaking free from Wanda's spell and Billy's request to embark on another journey down the Witch's Road. Using the same bell that Nicholas had stolen in 1756, Agatha initiates the myth once again. However, Billy's inherent powers an echo of Wanda's own manifest in a way that surprises even Agatha. Throughout the series, Agatha has pretended to be in control, but as the truth of Billy's lineage and powers surfaces, her carefully constructed facade begins to unravel. The moment Lilia's sigil shatters marks a turning point. Agatha finally realizes that Billy is indeed the son of Wanda Maximoff. This revelation shakes her to her core, revealing the depths of her deception. The misremembered lyrics of the ballad become a metaphor for Agatha's life, a lie built upon lies, a twisted tale meant to ensnare. As the final threads of Agatha's manipulation come undone, she makes a fateful deal with death, ensuring that she will never again face the specter of her past. Emerging as a ghost with gray hair, echoing her ghostly form from the 2016 Scarlet Witch series, Agatha has transcended into a state of being bound by her unresolved issues and choices. Billy grapples with the consequences of the Witch's Road, mourning the loss of Alice, Lilia, and Mrs. Davis, and reflecting on the pain inflicted by their journey. As Jen, now unbound, flies away from Westview, unaware of the true nature of the road's creation, Billy draws a pentagram in Agatha's basement, attempting to banish her ghost. Their confrontation culminates in a heartfelt exchange, revealing Agatha's unresolved grief for Nicholas, which binds her to the mortal realm. In this cathartic moment, Agatha confesses her inability to face the past, acknowledging the pain of her actions. This admission is a turning point, allowing her to finally pick up the brooch, symbolizing her past life as Maiden, Mother, and Crone, ushering her into the next phase of her existence. Billy's insight that Nicholas would have forgiven her inspires a new sense of hope, suggesting that perhaps redemption is still within Agatha's reach. Together, they embark on a new journey to seek out Tommy, intertwining their fates as they step forward into the unknown, a haunting reminder of the bonds forged in grief and the love that endures beyond death.